Hello, good morning. I am Rajesh Munangi. I would like to do my first canvassing online for this YAMKO Council elections. So I am a student of Master of Engineering in Robotics. I have been studying in YAMKO from year 2024 as a part-time student outside of my work hours. So I have been currently working in Kone for the last 3 years, and before that I worked for Quantal Business Solutions OI and Airbus Defense and Space OI, and before that I was working in India for Tata Consultancy Services and also Quantal Software Solutions. So here in the council elections, so my election number is 34. So why I'm contesting for these council elections? So what I'm more interested in? Yes, to these council elections, I have to represent students. I have to discuss on their concerns. I have to speak up to the management, and I have to keep interacting with the students to know how the situations are, how the things are going on. So this is how like I understand on a brief level. But before that, what kind of qualities I have to take up this role? And I'm contesting as an independent candidate. So how I would justify basically the student concerns, how I would take actually to the top management, how I would actually showcase these concerns. So before speaking about those, first I would like to speak up about my leadership qualities, like where I have started to lead the situations and all. So I would start first with my career in India, like where I was working for TCS during 2006 to 2015. So in between, like I got an opportunity to travel to on-site, that is to Denmark, where I was working for Ericsson client. So that was the first opportunity where I was projected as a leader, that is an on-site coordinator who is basically a bridge between the on-site and offshore, who has to take care of all these activities like basically hardware, supply chain, and then parallelly monitoring my own job like doing the performance testing, and then conduct meetings, basically organize them, and then represent Tata Consultancy Services, and also set up all the required meetings to all the stakeholders, and then take leadership initiative and also deliver these kind of hardware consignments, and taking the leadership over there, and also like addressing the concerns of the local team, where there are quite many people there from on site, and then taking care of and addressing their concerns as an on-site coordinator. So that was a big leadership role for me at very early stage of my career. I was just 2 years 8 months that I have joined in Tata, and then I have been given this leadership role. So what kind of challenges I used to have in that leadership role? Yes, taking that big leadership role, which is handled by quite much experienced persons earlier. My initial thought was like, okay, can I do this role? But I never said to my manager that I can't handle this role, but rather I took it as a great opportunity, even though there is some kind of doubts in me that can I do this role with perfection. So in this aspect, I have actually taken up that role. I have delivered it perfection with the support of on-site team there, with a great help from the colleagues, and the first thing I have done there is to not hesitate in reaching out for help. So if you hesitate, you will take a back step. You will say yourself that I can't do this role, and then you can never handle any leadership roles. You get many challenges across, but what I have done in that path is like to reach out to people, to ask them, to learn them, and then execute it to perfection. So that is how I have excelled this role. And the next thing is like I came back to India after that assignment, and then I have been given the leadership role to lead a test automation team. The first big thing is that like a very group of experts who are like very talented in India. And then the first thing again, the question came to me, can I actually lead this group of people who are very talented, who basically are a self-motivated people, a self individual contribution kind of role people, and do they actually need any kind of leader to drive them? That is what the question I have. But yes, any team needs a leader, a torch bearer, who actually acts as a servant leader and then guides the path to his team. Okay, then I took up that leadership activity, and then I have executed it perfection. I have got many challenges. Like sometimes I was in stuck up mode, whether to give a hands-on contribution more extensively, or whether to lead this team, driving this team, guiding this team, building a strategy for the team, planning what the team has to do. And so I was in a confusion whether I need to handle the more management part of the team, or whether I should focus more on the technical part of the team. How do I balance myself? But uh, I was able to do that. I was able to put my fair bit of hands as a hands-on contributor, and also like I have been driving the team quite well with the great support of the team members. And I have been main thing that I've been doing there is like to address the team's concerns. A no is a no, a yes is yes. So that kind of culture where it has been set up very strongly by previous leaders, then I have taken over, then I have been speaking up there. So eventually, like I have developed few qualities there, like how to stay calm, how to listen to the team, how to be aggressive when situation comes. The aggressive in my opinion is a positive aggression or a constructive aggression. How to speak up, how to deliver the things, how to say a no, a strict no when it is a no. So this is how I have brought up to the management, like when there are concerns in the team. So that is how I have built the leadership there. Then comes to Finland, where I started. Yeah, so before Finland there is also like one place where I have stepped in, that is Quantal Software Solutions in India. So after my TCS career, so there I have been given a leadership role. I have been leading the team of 6 members initially, and my counterpart is in Finland, where Quantal's main branch head office is in Finland. And then I have been acting as a team lead for a Mass Mobile program, which is a Spanish client for Quantal Finland, and the counterpart is operated from Hyderabad. So I've got like great team there who was bunch of experts. And then I've started. First thing I've started there on the first day is one of the managers who recruited me from Finland said, "Hey Rajesh, we believe in individual contributors," meaning that I got immediately that they are expecting servant leadership. That is people who make their hands dirty first, so that they give lot of courage and hope and motivation for their team. That it's not there is no discouraging thing, or there is nothing that you need to feel afraid of when it comes to try a new thing. That is, you need to put your hands there to experience first, and then see like how you can actually drive this forward. And during that process I gained a lot of knowledge as an individual contributor, and thanks to the managers who have recruited from Finland. Then I got an opportunity here in Finland, Jyväskylä, where I started as a techno-functional architect or a solution manager, basically promoted up the ladder from testing domain to solution domain. And thanks to all the people who have supported in this process, and on onboarding me, and also giving the opportunity for me. And one person I really like to thank here is Mr. Heki Pananen, who actually supported me a lot, and also other important person like Timo Leto and Diego Colin and Diego Carrasco and Vikas Agarwal. So these guys are really pulled me to this position where they have seen some potential in me, that I'll be definitely adding a lot of value to this position. And then there I have handled this role for quite some time, even though I'm not in a people management role, but I've been driving the delivery across the team with a bunch of team members. I've been never afraid of speaking up and then taking the concerns right to the top level in delivery aspects. Not only that, when I faced challenging situations, I've never given up or never stepped back. So I spoke entirely to the top, not only immediately to the top, but entirely to the top and to the C-level executives when something is not in proper direction or when something is not operated well. So then comes to the Airbus Defense and Space. So where I've been looking for a change, and then I've given an opportunity in Airbus Defense and Space Jyväskylä, and thanks to Petri Rusanen and all the HR department, Tina, and so I was really glad that I've started my career in a very big company and branding with a lot of brand value. And then there I have been learning a lot. Like initial days, I tried to do something like all my team or testers do, but then there is a lot of valuable feedback from my manager, where like yes, it is the time now to give direction and then give a strategy, and then at the same time I can also contribute on my own individual contribution, but the role I have taken up is to lead the people, to show the path, to innovate, to come up with new ideas, and to make the team basically follow you in right direction and drive the team in such a manner that I execute to perfection. And thanks a lot to my manager there in Airbus, who really helped me to understand what leadership is. And even though I have been in leadership roles quite some time, but this is something new out of the box, where I have to think again that yes, you should be a servant leader, but at the same time not to try to act exactly like what your team does. And then I remember the famous words, Rajesh, keep the sun shining. So that is some trademark words from my manager. Then I actually stepped in to Kone, and thanks to all the people who have onboarded me and my manager and all the interviewers, and I'm now acting up as a tribe test manager in Kone, where I take part of delivery, and I lead as part of delivery two different products, and in that process, like I have been taking up a lot of challenges, like where you have to make the team understand the importance of collaboration when driving in large complex projects, how the collaboration helps. And then I made a lot of attempts to project like how can the company values can drive us to execute any kind of delivery to perfection. So what kind of attitude we should have as a team. And then when coming to speaking up is one of the strong brand values of Kone, and that is something I have owned it. No matter what the consequences are, I never hesitate to speak up entirely to the top, that is to the C-level management. This is how in my entire career I have been actually leading or driving the teams whenever I got a leadership opportunity. So as I said, from last year I was in Master of Engineering Robotics, and recently I found these council elections representing the international students, or not only, and also the local students of YAMK, to address their concerns, to find out what what makes it for them helpful in basically dealing their studies, and also executing their studies to perfection without any hurdles. So these kind of things I have been browsing the Q&A in YAMK websites about student concerns, what kind of typical problems they are like facing, no matter across the globe, whether it is local students or international students, like how they are actually dealing with their problems, and what kind of help they are getting, what is their day-to-day difficult thing to do, and what kind of things they are looking ahead and looking forward if someone could help them. So these kind of things I have been going through after I have been nominating to elect as part of these JAMKO elections, to be elected as part of these JAMKO elections, and then I have been granted this opportunity. And thanks a lot for JAMKO for really allowing me to participate basically in these council elections as an independent candidate, for approving my nomination. And yes, definitely, like I can bring in a lot of value. Like, how I can say that, considering my leadership qualities, considering my speak up attitude without having any kind of hesitation in speaking right up to the top. And remember that I'm first a good listener. This I have developed by speaking up with so many people uh, across the journey I have traveled so far. And then, like, I got an understanding that a good leader is first a good listener. So I don't have any kind of plan A or plan B or plan C. But what I have is like, I would first listen and then prioritize myself, like what kind of things I need to take or put onto the table first, and then in the priority order. Then I don't have a manifesto basically to say that, okay, like a typical politician, I will do all these things for you no matter the consequences, but then end up doing nothing. No, that's not my strategy. I have my own strategy, that is first to listen to the live underlying issues and then prioritize them, and then speak one by one in a most constructive manner, and then get the maximum output I am looking for in addressing the student concerns or day-to-day challenges of the students of JAMKO. So this is my first canvassing online. That is the confidence that I wanted to give to the students of YAMK, and this is how I'm basically going to lead. And so remember, a servant leadership is coming towards you, and then not only the servant leadership, but also a person who can own the concerns or day-to-day challenges and speak right to the top. So let's stay right on top, and the leader is coming to act basically as a torchbearer, and then take forward your concerns. And remember to do vote, and please do take membership of YAMKO. And then I would ask you to remember the date, that is 27th of October. You will be receiving a link if you are a member of YAMKO. And please do vote for me. I'm Rajesh Munangi, and my election number is 34. Huge thanks for this opportunity itself. Winning or losing doesn't matter, but if I'm elected, then there is a leader who can act beside you, together with you, and take forward your concerns or day-to-day challenges. Thank you so much, and once again, big thanks to everyone. Thank you.